What's happening now? Oh my god, got all this stuff going on around me today. How's people doing? It is officially Sunday. Yes, indeed, May 21st. Coming off this weekend. Well, we're still on the weekend. It's Sunday, last day of the weekend. But Friday, yesterday, whoo, a lot was going on, man. BKFC 43 took place in Omaha, was it? Yeah, Omaha, Nebraska. Um, Good card that was. Was it Jeremy? Jeremy Smith. There you go. Jeremy Smith versus Houston Alexander. That was the main event over there. Um, pretty good card. If you like BKFC, you like bare knuckle, like that raw hardcore type fighting, then that was your thing. We had that Friday. I think there was LFA going on too. I didn't really catch that. I've been kind of slacking a little bit on LFA cards. Um, Trying to get more of my feet more into the BKFC fights, man. Bare knuckle picking up. Bare knuckle picking up. So I tried to get a lot of that streaming in there. But since we don't got UFC going on this week, let's see where we could fit in on the OK Live spectrum. Yesterday we had boxing. Oh man, we had live in the 3 Arena. We had Chantel Cameron versus Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor moved up in weight for Chantel Cameron's undisputed title. It was actually crazy, yeah. Um, yeah, pretty much. Undisputed super lightweight titles. Katie Taylor, damn near undisputed, respectively, for fighting.
Are you talking about for the
Yeah, fighting. What you call it? Chantel Cameron, that main event.
Vanessa.
That Carl,
Vanessa
my
just
sisters,
sing
my
there,
sisters
move
so
her lips,
goddamn
but she not singing. She just move her lips.
Boy,
Yeah.
I should
Marcia
I
was
should have
showing me. Sister Marcia said, look at them. Look at them, Charmaine. They just...
I should have waited. This is crazy. Um, yeah, so my fault.
They told Steve, like
Yeah,
I said
so
to you,
Katie moved up weight to fight Chantel Cameron. Did not go her way. Yeah, it didn't go her way, but still a good fight, man. That happened. Chantel Cameron, Katie Taylor. Cameron retained the title. Um, what else happened? Oh, what's up, man? What's happening, brother? What's happening? How you doing on this wonderful Sunday? Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay, thank you. Shorty be on the phone and act like she's talking to people across the street. That shit is bonkers. But yeah. So we had that there. We also had the UFC um UFC Fight Night at the Apex. They're back in uh Las Vegas. We also had Lomachenko. Devin Haney fighting Lomachenko, man. Also at the same spot, man, Las Vegas at the Grand Garden Arena. Yeah. So BKFC, good fights, good violence. Some highlights we had there were in the prelims. You can check the prelims out on YouTube. They give y'all prelim fights there. They give y'all 3 fights on the prelims. Corey Roberts got a stoppage against TJ Benson on the second round. That was a good scrap. Esteban Rodriguez got a damn knockout in the first round against Jaquez Williams. Check that shit out. That shit was actually funny. I may stream that actually, cause I didn't get to check that in the prelims quite much, but I might actually stream that during the week because that fight was actually kind of fun. I only seen the highlight, But the other one I did, the Tommy Stridham versus Josh Krejci. Yeah, Stridham won. Second round stoppage. That shit was. Whew. But then you had the main portion of that card, man. Um, Main card was pretty good. Oh, we got real Ted Hicks up in here. What's up, Ted? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good, Gary, man. You know the deal, bro. I'm chilling. Had church. I felt real energized. Cause I gotta tell you how like things go. Like we watched the fights, right? Now I get a long sleep on the Friday night, so I can wake up. I get that long sleep through the Saturday. I get up like around anywhere between 10 and 12. So I'm chilling. Depends on what time the card is. I'll get up. I'll do what I got to do for the day. I'll finish that up in like an hour or two. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Blah, 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 blah. I got all the energy in the world. So I got all the energy to sit there and watch the fights and talk to y'all and do all that on OK Live. All that energy, like, it gets exasperated when there's more than one fight going on Friday, or let's say we got pay-per-views. It's like, oh shit. Now the energy I would have had, but then we had to wait for the Loma fight, and because of how crazy the Loma fight got, I was like, damn, man. So I gotta sit and I'm chilling after the Loma fight. I'm literally sitting. And I'm trying to I still got some adrenaline left. So I got to try to kill the adrenaline. So I watch some comedy shows and shit. And I laugh it off crazy. Then I'm like, all right, I'm sleepy. I go to sleep. I finally settled to sleep. So I sleep. I got up. I was real energetic today, man. Everything clicked. Got out to church. Pastor was there. Said, how you doing, Pastor? Say what's up to the church members. Church was pretty popping today, man. It was bumping. I'm telling you, members are coming back. Like, members been disappearing for a while since 2020. A lot of the members are older, but now a lot of people showing up. Younger faces showing up. So it's like, oh, all right, that's cool, man. It's cool. One of the younger church members we met, that I know that our church member, Sister Blossom, her grandson came, Carlton. Carlton been working, so some Sundays he's not there, some Sundays he show up. But we always check it. He's like, yo, man, I'm sorry I couldn't come to Mother's Day last weekend. They called me in for work. I was like, yo, you just got the job. You got to work. You got to work. You know what I mean? That's your money. You can't mess your money up, brother. So go get your money. So we kicked it. Everybody ate. They had some good food during coffee hour, of course. Everybody had the snacks. Man, shit was dope. Our pastor brought some really good Italian bread. That thing, man, I don't know. That joint is always soft. Just delicious bread. One of the church sisters thanked me because I saved up some food for her from last week. I gave it to her husband. Her husband brought it home. So it was there when she got home. But everybody else in the house ate some, so there was only a little bit left, but she enjoyed it. Other than that, that was it. That was how it went. Church today. But been good. Been chilling. You gotta word. Yeah, man, that really is. It's one of the best things that I really like about our church is that coffee hour joint. Cause I'm gonna tell you, my neighbor, um, he go to church. He got me into going to the church. But now he getting older. He's not really moving like he used to. He also kind of nervous. He don't want to get sick. You know, it gets to, you know what I mean? So I'll be showing up. And before, when I used to go with him, he never used to want to stay. He always want to go home. But y'all chilling coffee hour. Coffee hour, cool, man. But yeah, we eat. The meals getting bigger. I've noticed that over the past couple of years since I've been there, people stepping up the cooking game, So that's what's up. But yeah, we as a group, it's all cool, man. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. But Not all churches, man. Some churches be a little crazy, but if people are to the core values of what church is supposed to be, you get those real good times where people are connected. You know what I mean? Connected. They talking. Ain't no arguments. We're all just chilling, man. You know, we could laugh. We could cry together. It's what makes people people. You know. People think, church is a cult, but that's only when these crazy people want to do crazy stuff to the members. They don't give a damn about members. They don't give about the morals of what church is supposed to be bringing. They in it for themselves. But I digress, man. But I hope y'all are right. I actually did catch it. I actually kind of they said 116, 112. 115, was it 115? No. Was it 115, 113? But somebody said 116, 112 about the Loma Haney card. And I guess we might as well talk about it since we're on here. Well, that's what I was gonna talk about, but we'll talk about it first. A lot of people say robbery about the fight. And everybody that says robbery, I'm kind of not with them as much as I want to be. Yeah, the 116, 112, I'm not cool with. I don't think Haney had as many of those rounds. 115, 113, you can even consider it possibly a draw. You can actually give a draw out there as well. I do think Haney edged some of those rounds. I do think that Loma. Word. Oh, my Fridays. Yeah, my Fridays always start that way. My Fridays, I'm up early and I'm actually watching that card. Yeah, I'm watching the one Friday fights. I'm literally up early. Yeah, we had it 115, 113 Haney. Yes, that I believe 115, 113 Haney. Some people give it 115, 113 Loma. I understand why they're giving 115, 113 Loma, and that was because of Loma's notorious way of him fighting. Loma starts up, fights a little slow. He picks up, then he throws it all out there. We've seen that. A lot of people can't pick up. A lot of people can't quite pick up on Loma when Loma starts picking up. When Loma fights early, it's slow, but he does so much good movement, it's hard to track him. And then when he turns up, it's like, damn, we screwed. Haney took advantage of that early. When he was looking to establish that jab, he was looking to land those shots. He started in the later rounds when Loma started picking up, somewhere towards the middle of the fight. Haney started throwing those body shots. He started working the body. They knew Loma was going to pick up, and Loma started picking up. Haney put, he invested in the body. Loma was invested in the head. Loma landed a lot of good shots to the head. Loma did catch Haney with a lot of good shots. A lot of good shots. It's that slow start. It's always that slow start. That's always a problem. It's always a problem when it comes to Lomachenko, though. Not really always a problem, but when we look at Lomachenko's last couple fights, it's been somewhat of a detriment because he had that slow start with Teofimo. Teofimo made him pay. Landing out real good shots, real good counters, just putting the pace on him early. And then when Loma came in, all he had to do was match. That was it. All he did, he went to high up the pace. Then when Loma turned up, all he did was match Loma line for line. That was it. And that's how he managed to beat Loma. Loma fought the kid Jermaine Ortiz. If I remember that was his name, Jermaine Ortiz. Close fight. Loma was out for a while. close fight, but we seen a little bit of, the age show a little bit, but that was also because Loma hadn't fought in a minute. Loma went fight the war, protecting his people. He fought Haney. I don't want people to go out there and be like, "Yo, that's a full-time robbery." I don't think that's a robbery. I think the fight was a very close fight that could have went either way. I'm not gonna be that guy to scream robbery. Not 113, no, not 116, 112. I do a crazy card of 116, 114 because you could have gave a possible 10-10 to two of those rounds. Two of those rounds you could have gave a 10-10. Because Loma looked like Loma was on point where the fight was practically even. Second half of the fight was Loma until that last round. That last round was Haney, and that's what made it. That's what made it a little. You know what I mean? So, to me, looking at that fight, it was one. It could have been a draw. One of those judges should have had a draw. It could have been either guy's fight. They were very close rounds. And you could have had it 115, 113 for either guy. It's not a robbery. I'm not going to go and look crazy and be like, yo, that's a robbery. Nah. You also got to look when you're judging these fights, because I am guilty of it myself. When I kept talking about it. Yeah. Definitely. When we looking at percentages, now Lomachenko threw a lot more punches and landed a lot more punches than Haney did. Haney was more efficient in what he threw and what he landed. Yes, Rolly fight was definitely the most superior robbery, and I think that's what got people upset too. After seeing what happened with the Rolly fight last weekend, it was like, man, we don't want to see another robbery and all the bullshit again. Here's what it comes. And now we crying, oh, it's a robbery, it's a detrimental. Nah, we're not doing that. But, look, when we look at the percentages of what was thrown, what was landed, you look at the percentages of what was thrown, what was landed to what was thrown, the total amount of punches, the percentages, Loma landed more, but Loma had to throw more. That's gonna hurt your percentage. Devin Haney threw less, but he landed a little bit more what he threw. The percentage will be a little bit higher. Yeah, that too. So when you're looking at that, you got to look at efficiency of the strikes you throw as well. It's not all just volume. You're also going to look at the damaging shots that happen. Haney fought Loma. Loma hit him. Haney didn't look like he took any damage. Loma took some damage on that face. You look at the body shots that Haney threw. Haney threw some real serious shots. Loma did connect on Haney in those later rounds, though. We did see Haney back up and get a little wobbled, you know what I mean? But it was a good fight. I don't think it's a robbery. I think it was a very close fight. Loma fought a damn near perfect fight. The slow start might have hurt him. I will say that. But he picked up. I think that if Loma probably didn't take the time off to go fight the war, to go into the war, and just would have stayed and trained and took those two fights, you know what I mean? Took that fight with Ortiz at the right time, and then went and fought Haney or for whoever. Hell, if he would have never left and fought Kambosos instead of having Haney get the fight with Kambosos, this would have been a whole different story. This whole situation we talking about would have been a whole different story. It would have been a whole different story, a whole different fight. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, Ted. Man, coffee hour would be a true blessing, man. For real, for real. I've learned so much about the rest of my church members through coffee hour, man. Yeah, I'd definitely look to. I'd love to see a rematch. I'd love to see a rematch. Oh my god.
No. Pastor gotta do something, bro.
That's crazy.
I just told you to come back.
But yeah, man. I'd love to see a rematch as well. I want to see Loma. Loma got to assess what's going on with himself right now. Loma, I don't know how much. Loma put a lot of himself into that fight, man. And you can see that. He put a lot of himself. He fought a damn near good fight. As best of a fight as he could have fought. Probably one of the best performances he's had in quite a while, man. Where it wasn't even like, yo, I clown this dude. Like, yo, we're fighting. We're playing the strategic game, but I'm beating this guy. Like, move for move. Like, I'm really doing this. But yeah. Chantel Cameron and Katie Taylor, man, we're gonna watch that on Monday. We're gonna watch that on Monday because I did manage to get to watch that. We're gonna do the re-air on tomorrow. We could watch that. We could talk about it. Yeah, I know. Because everybody want to see a happy ending for Loma, and that's what you got to do. You got to put bias aside, favoritism aside. That's what it is. I don't think Haney needs to see Tank right now either. I don't think so. I think he needs to get himself. Who is it? Shakur Stevenson said he wants to fight Haney. I think if Shakur Stevenson is ready, I think you give Shakur Stevenson. You get Haney and Shakur Stevenson in there. You let that happen. If Shakur Stevenson really believes he's ready, you make that happen. If not, who's a guy that this guy could fight right now at 135? Let me see something real quick. Let me see.
The only thing I passed the register, she told me ask Frankie, what is he doing? And all this stuff.
Let's see.
And Marcia. She said, I'm calling you to tell you. Then she was, giving me some.
Because if this is the case, that's it. You gotta take. Yeah. You gotta get Shakur Stevenson. Because Zepeda's out here. But Zepeda's out there with Golden Boy. Shakur Stevenson is your neighbor. Take that fight. Take that fight. Because there's a couple other guys who are coming up the ranks right now. And we'll see how that works. You don't need to be fighting no Jojo Diaz, no. Because who we got? We got Frank Martin, William Zepeda, Keyshawn Davis. I like him rising up in the ranks there. And if they don't play games, Isak Cruz, man. Yeah.
Invited to the bridal shower. But she said, okay, but the clothes, Charmaine, because I was
Shakur and Frank, man. And that's what you do. You got to get those guys. You got to get one of those guys. If not, Shakur Stevenson got to be the guy you have. And you line that fight up. I don't want Haney to fight Tank at this moment because Tank is going to murder his body. Tank is going to murder Devin Haney's body. For all that Devin Haney did against Lomachenko, I'm not sure if Haney gets away with a lot of that against Tank. No. Because Lomachenko is a different fighter from Tank Davis. Tank Davis looks to set up, and Tank has the power. Tank has too much power for that man to try to do all that crazy shit. No. So, nah, man. Haney not going to want to play those games with Tank. I don't think Haney really wants to fight. Haney may say he wants to fight Tank, and you know what I mean? His dad might think differently. I don't know, but we'll see as only time can tell. But yo, the Katie Taylor. Wait a second, hold up. There was something I wanted to talk about real quick. There was a fight that happened. This shit was crazy. It was the. Oh yeah, no. Nah. We talked about the Nakatani Maloney fight. We talked about that. Nico Ali Walsh's fight ended up in a draw against Danny Rosenberg. Ali's grandson, Nico Ali. Yeah, that was a draw, man. I'm kind of surprised by that. Kind of surprised. We'll see how that works, man, for him later in his career. But interesting, you got a tie fight there, man. But also that one fight, Raymond Muratalla versus Jeremiah Nakathila. Oh man, that global lightweight title fight, man, fuck me up. That fight was crazy. Oh my god. Tank versus Loma. Tank versus Loma should have been the fight. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what for sure. If Tank, cause see, if that's what I say, if Loma would have never left to the Ukraine and fought Kambosos, won those titles, man, we would have had Tank. Yo, this would be a whole different atmosphere we talking about right now. It would have been a whole different fight, man. It would have been a whole different series of events. Whole different series of events. Because we probably would have got Stevenson versus Haney sooner. And we would have had Tank versus Loma finally. But, man, the world is crazy, man. But, yo, Chantel Cameron, Katie Taylor, 10 rounds. I'm just mad that these women fights are not 3-minute rounds. I am so upset by the fact that these fights are not 3-minute rounds. Women's MMA get 5-minute rounds. Okay? 3 5-minute rounds. Why are we still doing 2 minutes for women's boxing? This shit is crazy. 2 minutes a round. For what? For what, son? Like, yo. It's the craziest thing in the world. Like, yo, these ladies really go hard. Train their asses off. Give them the extra minute. Man, you seen those girls fight? They stop fighting, they chilling. All of a sudden, the heart rate's just calmed down all over again. Shorties, look, they could have went like another 5-10 rounds, man. Oh man, yo. But man, such a close fight between those two. Nah, man. Katie would do the 3-minute rounds, yo. Katie just got that type of dog in her, man. 3-minute rounds, 10 rounds. 10-round fights, 3-minute rounds. That's all we asking for. Katie would be in that shit, man. I know Katie up there in age. Katie 36. Katie been in it, man. She been in that shit. You can tell that's a girl that's been in the trenches for real, for real. As far as this boxing stuff's going, I wouldn't mind it, man. And it'll help the rest of the division. It'll bring some superstar athletes in the boxing, for real, for real. That's all they need to do. Turn it up. Turn it up. For real. But Chantel Cameron brought a lot of pressure to Katie Taylor in that fight. She never backed off really. Until like what the later rounds. Then Katie started again. They got to the center of the ring. Katie Taylor started trying to blast with the flurries. Oh man, I love when Katie bite her mouthpiece and start going crazy with the flurries, hitting the little combinations and all. Backs off, moves away to the different angle, starts trying to land them strikes again, them shots. Chantel was just trying to be a bully. That's all it was. Chantel Cameron trying to be the bully. She pressed the action, just kept stalking, walking it down. Keep trying to pin her against the ropes. Katie sticking and moving. Man, yo. That was some good-ass boxing right there. That was just like the Oscar Valdez fight that was on the Haney Loma card. That was just like that Lopez Valdez fight. One stalking, one just, yo. Chantel was on a mission, man. Chantel was on a mission, but that was some good shit from them, yo. I'm mad Cecilia Brækhus couldn't fight. Terry Harper. As I mentioned during the stream yesterday, Cecilia was ill, so that fight never happened. I'm so upset. But I hope they reschedule that. Or actually, they did reschedule that fight. They did. I think it's supposed to be. I think they rescheduled it. I'll let y'all know during the week. I know they rescheduled it for something. Forgot. God damn. What's wrong with me? But yeah, Jose Felix, he beat that dude Gary Cully. We talked about that on the stream. Felix, man, that third round had to be one of the ugly. It's been a while since you see an ugly round in boxing. That was an ugly round, man. Poor Cully, man. Cully got dogged, and the crowd wanted him to. They wanted to see a comeback. They wanted to see their guy, and the ref wasn't giving any favors, man. The ref wanted to stop the fight, but then it's like he didn't want to stop the fight because it's a hometown fighter. The corner was looking, and the corner was thinking like, yo, maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't. Man, you got to go on your best judgment. If a guy's not defending, yeah, I thought so too. 6'4", Cameron. I felt that too. Cameron just off a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure, man. A lot of pressure. So Felix got that win. James Metcalf beat Dennis Hogan. I actually want to see that. I didn't catch that fight. I do, because I like Metcalf. Metcalf is really, really good guy out of England, man. I like that guy. I did see that fight, that Calmi Aguiarco. Yeah, I'm not doing him no favors. Versus Grant Dennis. Thomas Cardi fought Jay McFarland and beat him. Got that stoppage, second round stoppage. Patty Donovan, yeah. Patty Donovan did good, man. Yeah, I did get to see a clip of that on through the Twitters. Got that stoppage. The corner, Samuel Mason, his corner stopped it. And Maisie Rosen Courtney, she beat Katie Radomska. But yeah, that Patty Donovan fight was very, very electric, man. Yeah, man. It was some good fights on that card, though, yo. But then we, in between, we had that UFC. UFC was pretty good. So I went out of 12 fights, I went 9-3. I went 9-3. I am happy about that. I am mad though because we didn't get to do a show but it is okay. I went 9-3. I did make me a little chump change off the parlay, thank God. Um, for one, I did play 3 parlays. 2 of them died, 1 lived, and 1 lived good enough for me to make some money. So thank goodness for that. I made calculated errors. If I would have doubled up on the parlay and played 2 of those of that same $1 game right there, I could have gotten like 300 to 400 probably. But I'll scurry around with my 100 and change. It's okay. I'm not complaining. Oh, the hell am I talking about? I am complaining, damn it. I had my joint in. I had damn Paulo Fialo on the goddamn card and he gets head kicked. How the hell was I supposed to know Michael Johnson and Paulo Fialo would get finished in the fight? Damn, man. But yo, quick run through of this UFC Fight Night card. I'm gonna talk about it real quick. We'll talk a little bit. Themba Gorimbo beat Takashi Sato. That was a good joint. Good fight. Unanimous decision for Themba. Takashi Sato, you train with Killcliff. I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. You improving your kickboxing skills, but you have no takedown defense. Themba managed to get you down. And then when they talked about Themba was tired, Themba still managed to get another takedown on you. Shame on you. You almost got finished in the second round as well. That's crazy. Natalia Silva got that damn TKO stoppage in the first round against Victoria Leonardo. I feel so bad for Victoria. Victoria's been fed nothing but monsters since she's come to the UFC. Damn, man. That sucks. I feel bad, Gary, man. I feel bad. Damn, man. The Katie fight, I actually wanted to put money on the Katie the fight. The Loma fight was too close for me to call, man. Too close. But yo, Natalia Silva, she got that finish in the first round, 2 minutes 58 seconds. Bro, I don't know what the hell to say about Natalia Silva. Natalia Silva does not only fight very good, she look good. She fights good. And her English has improved greatly. Yo, we got ourselves a star in our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Natalia Silva is everything Amanda Hebos was supposed to be. Yo, Natalia Silva came out there, threw them punches, threw those kicks. Oh my God, those kicks, man. She was snapping off head kicks, the spinning back kick per usual, the in and out movement. Victoria didn't even know where the strikes were going to start and when they were going to end. She ended up catching her with something really vicious, got her against the cage. Then she threw a left head kick. She threw a right head kick. She threw another left head kick. And then she just went out there and just finished the fight. Caught Victoria with a nasty shot. It looked like it might have broken her jaw or her orbital. I don't know. I think it's her jaw. Her jaw might have been broken yesterday, man. Yo, it happens, Brian. It happens, Gary. It happens. It happens, man. We win, we lose. We win some, we lose some. But you know what we do? We strategize and we come back better and stronger, man. But yo, Natalia Silva, that's a future flyweight title contender right there, man. Victoria Leonardo, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they didn't do you no favors, girl. No favors since she came to the UFC. And nobody say that, yo, people get easy fights, man. It's hard to get easy fights in the UFC. But understand this. She beat Chelsea Hackett in 2020, right? Chelsea Hackett been improving her mixed martial arts game, though. I've been checking. I've seen Chelsea Hackett's IG and stuff like that. Chelsea been working out, yo. I hope she could get a run, man. She could get into a promotion and get a good run. The girl's young as hell. She got potential, man. But yo, think about it. She beat Chelsea Hackett, right? Victoria Leonardo. Her first fight, official fight in the UFC, it was against Manon Fiorot. Fiorot tore through her. Probably one of the worst first rounds. And then the second round didn't help her case. She got finished. Melissa Gatto. She fought Melissa Gatto. And it kind of looked all right until Melissa pulled out the striking and broke the damn arm. Broke her arm. She beat Mandy Bone. But who hasn't beaten Mandy Bone? Then you fight Natalia Silva after you fought Mandy Bone. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's a setup. That's a setup for failure. So that happened. You know, Chase Hooper got a win. He beat Nick Fiore. Chase Hooper landed over 100 strikes on Nick Fiore. And Nick Fiore represents the New England cartel. Man, I'm so sick and tired, yo. I've never seen that happen. I have never seen a damn New England cartel fighter lose to some lower level competition guy that bad in my life. But that's what happened. Hooper didn't even have to grapple. Hooper beat him on the feet. K1 Chase Hooper, y'all. That's all I got to say. K1 Chase Hooper. This man was throwing elbows, head kicks, push kicks, side kicks. Come on, man. What are we doing with Chase Hooper, bro? Put some respect on Chase Hooper's name. Ilir Latifi lost the split decision to Rodrigo Nascimento. That's just a big thing of Ilir being 40 years old, deciding to move in heavyweight, but he's about 5. What is he about? 5'9"? What's Ilir Latifi's height? 5'10". Ilir's 5'10". You 5'10", 40 years old in the heavyweight division. And Nascimento's like about 6'3" or some shit like that. 6'2". Okay, see? I'm just a height off. I'm an inch off. But yeah, Nascimento's a giant. Nascimento has some hella hands, though. I ain't never seen that big dude throw strikes like that in a minute, but he threw strikes like that, man. Really good shit. It was all good, though. But Nascimento had hands. He kept tagging on this man, Latifi. Latifi did get the takedowns, though. I will give him that. But he gets takedowns but doesn't do much with them. And that's always been the gripe with Latifi. Because it's like, yo, I hold the guy down. You got to beat him up, though. He don't beat him up. He just holds him down. He's literally wet blanket. He's literally the lay and pray. Come on, man. You can't do that, Latifi. Not at this level of the game. But, yo, one of my underdog picks came through. Gilbert Urbina. Let's go. He beat Ryan Cozy. He had that front kick to the body in that round 2. Gilbert was just on fire, man. And, you know, there was one thing that I talked about. Gilbert's he has 2 other brothers that tried the mixed martial arts. One of them was in the UFC, if I remember correctly. I forget his name, but they both did horrible in mixed martial arts, really. And he looked really good against Orion. A little bit better than I expected. I didn't expect him to really use wrestling like that, but the way he got Orion up and put him down was crazy. I do like his cardio. That's the thing I noticed. Urbina's cardio is pretty dope, and he's a wrestler. So, you know, those things click, man. Those things click. So he was out there looking like a welterweight Cain Velasquez out there. He picked up Orion, dropped him, picked him up again, dropped him, kept working. Had that body lock in the first round. It might have hurted Orion's midsection. Second round came. Gilbert kept tagging to the body a little bit, throwing some good strikes, try to wrestle some more. He landed those kicks, used those teep kicks, the front kick. He landed that front kick, then came in, threw a flying knee, and then just threw some more shots and got the finish on Orion. Orion got a good first round, but after that, he sucks horribly. Him and his brother. You know what I mean? The Cozy brothers are good, but that's their first round is their best round. After that is like, yo, what the hell, man? If they don't finish you in the first round, they're sitting ducks. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but that's the truth. And until they figure out the cardio issues or how to just make things better for themselves, improve their striking and their footwork, to try to keep fights standing in their lane of victory, their path to victory. You're gonna keep seeing performances like this. Karolina Kovacevic, she won unanimous decision against Vanessa Demopoulos. Now, oh yeah, we also got to remember Orion missed weight. Y'all. He missed weight by was like a pound and a half or 2 pounds, something like that. Vanessa missed weight by a pound and a half. She also looked like she was very frustrated coming into the fight. She looked out of place. She did land some good shots, though. I will say her striking is improved, but she needs to better her combinations. There you go. She needs to learn to better her combinations because she matched up with Karolina in the first round. They were kind of even, but then Karolina just pulled away. To me, that's what they said on commentary, at least, that they were even in the first round. But it looked Karolina was clearly the better striker, the cleaner, sharper striker of the two throughout all 3 rounds. And I'm glad I didn't bite on picking Vanessa Demopoulos. I stayed with Karolina. Karolina performed per usual. She got that win, unanimous decision. She teed off all on Vanessa Demopoulos, man. Damn, I give Vanessa a lot of credit. That's a pretty girl. She's super fit. Yeah, you gotta excuse people now using the blender. Yeah, she's super fit. She used to be a pole dancer and all that stuff. Crazy core muscles, really good jujitsu, but she gotta learn to blend her jujitsu game, get takedowns instead of just trying to pull guard all the time. Yeah, she just gotta improve, man. Just improve. But she's showing some progress. She showed a lot of progress on the striking. It's just to better the combinations. That's all. But yeah, good win there by Karolina Kovacevic. Vyacheslav Borshev fought Maheshate. And if there's a fight you need to check on the prelims, do watch this fight. I did tweet that this fight was going to be fire, and it did, because Slava Claus delivered. Again, as he knocked out this dude with an overhand right and then follow-up shots, man. Well, no, my fault. He cut on with the hook. My fault. Slava throws a really tight hook. He throws tight hooks. There's one thing. If Slava Claus could work on his takedown defense, he would be a menace. And he could probably have a really good run in the division. But it's only because, you know what I mean? The wrestling defense is not quite as strong as you would expect. But man, just have that dude fight nothing but action fighters. And yo, he's gonna be money. But yo, Maheshate went over to train. I think he's training at Kill Cliff too now. Let me check that real quick. But I could be wrong. Is it Kill Cliff or Factory X he was training with? Because there was a whole bunch of Kill Cliff guys. Oh, my fault. Okay, Enbo fight. But no, he was training with another set of guys out there too. I think it might be some Kill Cliff guys. I think so. I might be wrong. Catch another stream where I talk about that. I might be wrong, but he came out there. His striking looked a lot better. He looked a lot more relaxed. They threw some heavy shots. He did throw some heavy shots at Slava Claus. He was kicking the hell out of Slava's legs. Ooh, he threw some nasty leg kicks to the lead leg. Slava Claus. Slava was trying to line those combinations up. They did get a little messy, clashing up. Big shots, nothing weak, just pure striking, man. But Slava banged on him with that hook, boy. That second round, it was just like Slava was just clicking on a different frequency. And he just kept rocking Manshate. Rocking him. Then boom! Right hook came. Manshate dropped, because he dropped Manshate before, but that one dropped him. And then boom, just finished him. So, and then he celebrated with the dance. Slava Claus, man. Slava Claus is my dude. I love this guy. I love this guy a lot, man. He showed up in the 2021 series of Dana White's Contender Series. I know through Haps. We watched him. We watched the episode through Haps. I wish Haps was still around. I should have pulled that episode from Haps. I could have put it on YouTube. You know what I mean? On OK Live. That would have been dope. Man, I gotta start doing that now. Like, if I'm going to another streaming spot and we have certain things, like save those joints so I can pull them whenever, post them on another platform. It would help. But yeah. Then we had the fight. CDF, Carlos Diego Ferreira versus Michael Johnson. I had Michael Johnson here. And I thought Michael Johnson was going to come out here. CDF is a little, questioning where his path's going to go. He's been out for a while. He's dropped, he's been taking some bad losses. I said, yo, Michael Johnson, he's been taking some L's. He's going to come in strong. He's going to look for this win. And for the first round, we had vintage Michael Johnson. He was moving. He was slipping strikes. The defense was impeccable. The footwork was stupendous. The striking was on point. What the hell? Second round comes out. He's getting everything done right. He's scrapping with Diego. He goes out there. Diego throws a strike. He goes to block. Drops the damn left arm. The left arm defense goes down. Diego Ferreira lands an overhand right. The cleanest overhand right that you could possibly ask for. Josh Emmett knocked this man out with the same overhand. And I'm thinking it was an overhand left that this dude knocked him out with. Was it an overhand left? I think it was an overhand left. But yo, Emmett knocked him out with an overhand. You got hit knocked out by the same strike, and your legs ended up crossed the same way. Man, I'm tired, man. Just left yourself open to get hit. Michael Johnson, bro. And then it was so bad that he didn't even know what happened. He didn't even know where he was. He literally asked after the fight when he was coming out the cage, yo, where am I? And what happened? Bro. Michael Johnson might seriously have to hang it up, man. He might. He just might. When you getting your bell rung like that a couple times, yo, and think about how many fights he's had in the UFC, bro, it is one of the most ruthless overhands I've seen. And we talking about a dude like Dan Henderson that throws overhands. CDF's overhand compared to and Josh Emmett's overhands, yo, they're on the list. Those are ruthless. And CDF needed that shot, man, and he landed it picture perfect. Man, I was so sick, bro. I was so sick. Not as sick as this next one, though. Joaquin Buckley fought Andre Fiallo at welterweight. This was Joaquin Buckley's UFC debut at welterweight. Fiallo was in need of a win. Buckley kind of needed a win. Both of these guys are pretty good strikers. Buckley's the more diverse. He's the most diverse. Dynamic strikers. There you go. Andre Fiallo is more bread and butter. Well, yeah, meat and potatoes type of striker. There's nothing dynamic. He's pretty straightforward. Throws combinations, has those straight machine gun type punches, throws the big hooks. And he came in. He was pressuring Buckley. Buckley threw him completely off though, because Buckley landed 2 takedowns in the first round. It was kind of like, whoa. I didn't expect Buckley to shoot for the takedowns like that. And the fact that he didn't have to put much effort to actually get the takedowns was kind of crazy. Big credit to him for that. He got the takedowns. He did work a little bit. He moved a lot. He threw nice little feints, movement. Had Fiallo guessing. Fiallo committed a little bit and started getting tagged up real bad. But he just got pinned up against the cage that second round a little bit. Banged on him with the head kick. Then he was going to come. He tried to squirm away. Buckley tried to move past the ref and try to land one more shot. But they already stopped it. And then he started celebrating. And then, he had his own Booker T moment. He dropped the N-bomb. He was like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. You got to look for the Booker T. Booker T, Hulk Hogan. That's what you got to look for to find that. Where he said, Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. One of the most infamous backstage interview moments ever, man. But that's what happened there. We had Lupita Godinez fight Emily Ducote. That was a good fight. It was a catchweight bout of 120. And I'm going to be honest. Emily Ducote could strike. Not to say Emily Ducote's some scrub. Emily Ducote's fought some of the best people. She fought in Bellator. She had a stint in Invicta. I'm going to say Emily Ducote is a good fighter. But I am quite impressed with how Lupi Godinez managed to handle her on the feet for the 3 rounds. Lupita kept this in such a... Lupita has really good wrestling. I'm going to discuss that a little bit. But the way she got into her boxing form, oh, man. Emily was getting tagged up all throughout this fight. Even when I thought that, Emily was going to turn up in the 3rd round, she still managed to get tagged up. Lupi got some pop in them fists, boy. And once she gets a little bit better form to know how to try to carry her power through, she's going to be laying out chicks on the feet, man. It's going to be problems, Lupi was throwing the hooks. Lupi was hitting the little pull counters. Lupi was doing some good stuff, man. She managed to catch Emily. When Emily was trying to throw a couple jabs, she threw some labor jabs. She got tagged off the jabs. Bro, that's shit crazy. It was some really, really good stuff. As I mentioned, I didn't expect Emily Ducote to get tagged up like that. But her face was beaten up. She tried to get the takedowns on Lupi. Lupi used the wizard to counter the takedown attempts, get back on her feet. Bruh, she was just on timing, man. And just pretty much had a spectacular performance there. Light her up. Stop the takedown. Then Lupi just got a takedown in the last round just for good measure. Like, come on, man. You couldn't ask for nothing better. I like Emily Ducote. Emily's a cutie, man. And but I don't know. They gotta find somebody to level up Emily Ducote in the division. I think Ducote should fight Juarez Gomez Juarez. Silvania. Fight her. You got Waregi there. You fight Waregi. Yasmin, fight her. There's a couple other girls you can fight there in the strawweight division, but you need somebody like that's gonna give you a fight, but like to get your confidence, not to really get your confidence up, but on equal footing, somewhat equal footing, man. That's what you need to get, and not just a monster who's just, somebody who's like who was a monster at wrestling but improved this damn striking. That was crazy. But Loopy was my lock for the card, so I'm glad. Loopy was my lock. Well, I'll explain it to you. Slava Claus was a lock. Garimbo was a lock. Silver was everybody's lock, so I'm not even gonna talk about that. I just had the feeling on Urbina. It's crazy. Michael Johnson was a lock, and he got knocked out. But yo, Fluffy Hernandez versus Edmund Shabazian. Jesus. Damn, man. If there's a prospect who came to the UFC that I really, truly feel bad for in the past couple years, man, it's definitely Edmund. Because Edmund Shabazian is associated with Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey was his manager, if I remember correctly. He trained with Ronda Rousey. He was training with Edmund Taverdian. He came in and picked up a series of good wins. Jen just ate shit. And it just never... He ate crap. He got fed. It's not even the fact that he ate crap. He got fed to the wolves too soon. That's what I'll say. There's a lot. Not every guy is built to deal with the wolves like that. You know? I'm going to tell you. He came in. He fought Darren Stewart. Split decision. He fought Charles Byrd. He beat Charles Byrd in round 1. 38 seconds, right? He fought Jack Marshman. Charles Byrd and Jack Marshman are both borderline scrubs, okay? No disrespect to Charles Byrd. But Jack Marshman was just known for having heart. He didn't have no spectacular skills. He didn't have no like crazy ability. But I give credit to Jack Marshman because Jack Marshman was just a fighter. There's nothing crazy special about him, really. He was a fighter. He's out of Wales. Like, if this dude was a boxer, he'd be I think he probably was a boxer, but he'd be like the best boxer in the universe, probably. He'd probably grab a couple titles. Because he was really good. Really, he takes punishment. But Shabazian beat that guy. He beat Marshman. He beat Brad Tavares, knocked him out in the first round. Then all of a sudden, they fed him Derek Brunson. And he looked fantastic in the first round against Derek Brunson. Damn near finished Derek Brunson. Derek Brunson sat on the bench, and Derek Brunson said, all right, we're going to fight. Derek Brunson took him down. Beat him up. Took him down again. Beat him up. This man, Edmund Shabazian, had no answer for being on the ground. He gets finished in the third round, ground and pound. He fights Jack Hermanson. Beats him up in the first round. First 2 minutes of the fight, tagging up Hermanson, moving, boogieing on him. Hermanson takes him down, works on him. Fight, second round comes. They tag in a little bit. Hermanson puts the jabs out there, strikes him a little bit. Shabazian striking with him is good. Hermanson takes him down. Bunch of control. Does the same thing in the third round. He wins. Nasruddin Imavov. This dude looked good on the feet. All of a sudden, Nasruddin takes him down. You can't stop a takedown from Nasruddin Imavov. Come on. Imavov beats him. Elbows from crucifix, round 2. He beats Dalcha Lungiambula. But we all know Lungiambula is a big dude. His gas tank is shot. He beats that dude, but then loses to Fluffy. Because Fluffy, even though, regardless of what people want to say about Fluffy, Fluffy is middleweight. He's middleweight Cain Velasquez. It's official. It's official. That dude, Anthony Hernandez's gas tank is insane. And no matter what punishment you give to him in a round, you better make sure that he's done in that first round. You better make sure he's done. Because, yo, those 2 rounds he put on him were good. Fluffy was still there face to face. The second round came, it was the same exact thing, but you seen Edmund fade. Edmund faded bad. And Fluffy started getting that grappling going, that wrestling, trying to tie him up with a little bit of jiu-jitsu, but mainly get that wrestling going. Edmund had no answers for it, really. He tried, but the gas tank was hurt. They tried to talk him into the fight. Now, when you got to talk your fighter into a fight, you're in problems. And this is not a guy who's like, I'm kind of experienced, you know what I mean? That guy that's like really, really experienced. He's still young in the sport, respectively. Edmund's still young in the sport. Yo, doubt's crawling into your head. It's a sinking sand pit right now. You got to talk your guy in there. But the body language was not there. The body language was not there. He won a fight. But the body language wasn't there, man. Hernandez went out there, and Hernandez said, hell nah, buddy. Wrestled him down again, beat him up again, got the back position, started raining elbows, man. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. 25 years old is Edmund Shahbazyan. He got grounded and pounded into oblivion that third round. It sucks, man. It really sucks. Edmund got away, but it's just crazy how the UFC, how Dana White's try to bring in all these guys, and you see all these young guys that come out here that end up just being flashes in the pan, man. That shit is just bonkers, yo. You know, we talk about Sage Northcutt and Paige Van Zandt, you know, Darren Till. Now it's Edmund Shahbazyan, man. Like, yo, fuck, like just a little bit, you know, people get exposed and then they magically disappear. Even Ronda, man, Ronda was so fantastic. She got exposed that her striking sucked. And then she was just never the same. Like, what the fuck? You know? Misha Tate came back. She was like, yo, I'm the king. I'm coming back for the title. She had the one win against Marion Renault. Ketlen Vieira exposed her. Like, yo, your striking is still garbage. Then she tried to fight Lauren Murphy. And Lauren Murphy was like, you got teed off on by Lauren Murphy. You got to retire, man. You got to fucking retire, man. But, yo, I digress. So we got to this main event, right? Mackenzie Dern, Angela Hill. Mackenzie Dern was looking to get back in the win column. Angela Hill, she's been taking some hiccups, you know what I mean? Our girl Angela, man. You know, Mackenzie had that last loss against Zhao Nan Yan. She was 1-2 in her last 3 fights. She lost to Marina Rodriguez, but beat Tecia Torres, lost to Zhao Nan Yan. A lot of things changed up for her. She was divorcing, you know, her baby daddy / husband. They divorced. They're going through the divorce now. So she's not officially single yet. She's divorced. Until the papers go through, then you say, hey, I'm single again. But Angela Hill, man, Angela Hill was 1-4. No, 1-3. 1-3 in her last 4. She lost to Tecia Torres. Amanda Lemos, she lost by split decision, but I think she should have won that fight. Virna Jandiroba beat her. and then she beat Lupi Godinez. Oh, my fault. No, that's wrong. She's 2-4. 2-4 in her last fight. No, 2-3. 2-3 in her last 5. Oh no. So it's 2-3. Yeah. She beat Emily Ducote her last fight too. There you go. And she came out here. She looked like she was ready to fight. She looked like she was ready to get this done. Big opponent. A win here makes her jump catapult. She wanted to be the next Donald Cerrone. She was so into it. She was so ready, man. Mackenzie Dern went full clip. Oh, my God. She's like, yo, she got in there. She was so ready, so focused. Yo, I'm about to beat her up. She came out to the Little John Jam. I was so happy. Man, that bell rang. Blood. I ain't never see somebody tear up an opening round the way you know, the last time we seen opening rounds in female fights go off like that, it was like Joanna Jędrzejczyk fighting Weili Zhang, Rose Namajunas, Jessica Andrade at times, Amanda Nunes, Chris Cyborg. Mackenzie Dern came out there and threw. Yo, I ain't never seen her move her hands like that in a minute. But the cleanness in her technique and that striking. She tagged so much on freaking Angela Hill's face. It was crazy. I don't know. Bruh. The striking was on form. Her takedowns were on form. Her cardio was on form. She went all 5 rounds and did not slow down. Bro, what the hell has happened? I put out a tweet talking about Divorced Dern. Divorced Dern is the new mythical fighter, bro. Oh my God. I gotta pull up UFC stats real quick. Cause we're about to see this shit real quick. Cause I need the stats for Dern versus Hill real quick. We gotta look at this. Bruh. Mackenzie Dern got a knockdown. You remember she got the knockdown. Oh, we gotta talk about the knee. The knee. She landed the knee up the middle cleanly on Angela Hill's chin. I don't know how Angela did not get knocked out by that knee. I do not know. I do not know how that happened. That was crazy. But yo, 126 strikes from Mackenzie Dern to Angela Hill 66. Mackenzie got 1 knockdown, 3 takedowns. Come on, man. All that control that happened. Bruh, this is crazy. It is out of pocket. It is out of pocket. It is out of pocket. And then we go on UFC.com stats. No, they didn't. Total strikes. So the total strikes landed for Angela Hill. This is the UFC, official UFC. So they have the official strikes, not just the stand-up strikes. All the strikes. Okay, yeah. The signature strikes were 66 to 126. Those were the signature strikes. But the total strike numbers was 94 from Angela Hill of 142 to 247 landed strikes out of 340 from Mackenzie Dern. What in the world is going on here? Bruh. And the biggest round, the biggest discrepancy was the third round. The third and the fifth round, apparently. Because the third round, Angela Hill only landed 3 strikes. And Mackenzie landed 70 of 82. While Angela Hill only landed 3 of 10 in total strikes. If we have to go to significant strikes, it's 1 of 8 and 30 of 39 from Mackenzie. Bro, that is crazy. That is crazy. Mackenzie Dern was on a whole different... Mackenzie Dern was on what we like to call demon timing over here. That's what it was. She was in total control of this whole fight. Angela Hill was made to look like an amateur. Like she was a regional fighter. You would forget that Mackenzie Dern is a world-class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. The way Mackenzie Dern fought that yesterday. She stood there, threw the guns, landed the better shots on the feet than Angela Hill, who's a Muay Thai practitioner. Bruh, what? Word. Hell yeah, man. She called out Rose Namajunas for a fight. Bruh. God bless. If that's the case, God bless. I'm ready for it. I am ready for it. And she didn't even look tired after the fight. She had 2 more rounds in her. New cardio, new striking, jiu-jitsu still on point. Let's go. And you know she's gonna start working at wrestling. That's all she gotta do. Start working wrestling. She gonna be ready. And for jiu-jitsu girl, she got a chin, man. She gonna be ready. Cause some folks don't understand how hard it is to outclass Angela Hill like that. Angela Hill got dogged out. Bruh, I've never been so wrong on a pick, man. Jesus. But yo, what we got next? So this coming week, right? Excuse me, let me see what we got. This coming week, ladies and gentlemen, we have we talked about that. Alberto Lopez versus Michael Conlan. That's supposed to be in the afternoon. So we'll be clicked on ESPN Plus, of course. We also got some KSW, but that's gonna be on 12 noon. Wait a second, let me make sure that. Whoa, hold on. Yeah, 5:27. Oh, okay. So it's Lopez versus Conlan. Hold on. Oh shit! No, not boxing. What the fuck? Oh shoot! Why am I clicking all these weird things? Yeah, hold on. I got y'all real quick. Hold on. Okay. So yeah. Oh yeah. How did I forget that? What's wrong with me? Lopez versus Conlon. Um, Mauricio Lara versus Laywood. I was literally talking about this fight this yesterday. Lawrence Okoli versus Chris William Smith. I'm only paying attention to Lopez versus Conlon because that's my dude, and Lara versus Wood. So those are gonna be the two fights that we pay attention to this week. This coming weekend, major. Also, this Wednesday, I really didn't want to talk about this. I didn't want to bring this up, but I'm going to bring this up and I'm going to address it during the streams tomorrow on OK Live. We're watching another Power Slap. We're going to watch Power Slap live, Power Slap 2 live on Rumble. It will be, yes, I just said that live. I'm going to say it again. Live. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch it. They got some of the guys from the first season, a couple new people. It's not going to be no episodes. It's going to just be the live event. They're going straight into the slapping. So we're going to watch that. Hopefully Charlie Arnold will be doing commentary. She'll be being a reporter out there. We'll check that out. Yeah, we're going to be degenerates and watch Power Slap. Yay! Because it was fun the last time. So no more The Ultimate Fighter type feel. We'll just watch that. It'll be fun. I mentioned we're gonna watch some of the boxing. They kind of missed out some of those other fights. We'll catch those tomorrow. We're gonna catch a couple random things before the boxing this coming weekend, and going into the following weekend. Kai Kara France is fighting Ali. What's that dude? Albazi. It'd be Kai Kara France versus Albazi. Mr. KKF. My fault. I said KKK. I'm going hell. But yeah. Prelims start at 6 Eastern. 3 Pacific. Main card starts at 9 Eastern. 6 Pacific. Yeah. Headline on not next weekend, the following weekend. It'll be Amir Abazi, number 7, versus Kai Kara France in a flyweight bout. You know, next title challenger up. Who knows? But number 15, Alex Caceres will be fighting the co-main against Daniel Pineda. We got Jim Miller versus Ludovic Klein. Oh yeah, Ludovic Klein pulled out. Jim Miller is supposed to be fighting. Ooh, I actually got the info on this one. I really do. They didn't update this. Yep, and I seen it just the other day. Aha. That's why I'm that dude. Hold on. I got you right now. Hold on. There's not a Ludovic Klein fight. It's actually a lot more of a no UFC this week. No UFC this coming next weekend, the following weekend. But yes, hold on. I got the Jim Miller info right now. Yes, no Ludovic Klein. So it would now be Jim Miller versus Jared Gordon. J Flash Gordon is coming to get a fight against Jim Miller. So that's the fight that's going to be coming in. See, that's why I'm on here. Because, see, the UFC website has Jim Miller for Ludovic Klein. They haven't updated it yet. So, yes, it'll be Jim Miller versus Jared Gordon. We got Tim Elliott fighting Victor Altamirano. Number 11, Tim Elliott. Tim Elliott just going through that horrible situation with his ex-wife, Gina Mazzani. We got Corinne Silva versus Ketlin Souza. And Jamie Malarkey versus Garam Kutateladze to open up the main card. On the prelims, we got the main prelim fight, Karna Magomedov versus Elezu dos Santos. We also have John Castaneda versus Matias Mendonca. Andrei Arlovsky versus Dontel Mays at heavyweight. Daniel Santos versus Johnny Munoz at bantamweight. Elise Reed versus Jinyu Frey at strawweight. Damon Blackshear versus Luan Lacerda at bantamweight. And Felipe Lins versus Maxim Grishin. That's going to be the opener of the whole card, mainly the prelim portion. But yeah, man. Good card. Good card going down there, man, the following week. But yeah, no UFC. But I'm going to find things to stream during the week. We're definitely watching Power Slap on Wednesday. No UFC, but we could check out some other MMA promotion stuff. Yeah, we could do that. And we'll see what's happening, man. We'll see what's happening. But with that said, I'm done here. Thanks for coming through, listening to me talk about some stuff. If I come on during this week again to do this, I'll probably do the fight announcements because fight announcements is pretty dope. There's a couple good fight announcements that came on. Every time I say I'm going to do fight announcements, I forget to do fight announcements. But yeah, I'll do fight announcements. Go a little in-depth with each of those fights as far as the fight announcements go. Thanks in part to the homie Big Marcel Dorf on Twitter. That's a pretty cool dude, man. He's in charge of the Tapology pages. Yeah, he's partially involved in the Tapology pages, yes. As well as doing some commentary stuff up in the Netherlands. But yeah, man, I'm out of here. But definitely, yo, check me out. We're gonna watch that Taylor Cameron fight tomorrow. Yeah, definitely is, man. He's one of the real dudes. One of the realest dudes on there, yo. Loves the sport and hates the bullcrap that's involved in it. But yeah. But that's it, man. Gary, thanks for coming through. Ted, thanks for coming through. I'm going to let those folks on OK Live know I got this joint going on so they can all come and follow as well. But yeah, man, I'm out of here, yo. Y'all be good. Y'all be easy. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll see each other, man. And if you're trying to find me on Twitter. New Year, same B at Mr. B 1986. Got the OK Live account. Mr. B got a picture of Laura Sanko there. I'm on Fridays with Mike. Cope's Corner MMA, KOPESKORNER MMA, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. What you can say, 6 p.m. Pacific. There you go. I get on with Ted Hicks and Tony D, Late Night Parents, and be with my homie TJ, man, TJ the Prodigy. We talk wrestling. Talk a little MMA, talk a little bit about everything, but we always talk about wrestling, the old school stuff and the new school stuff. So I'll be everywhere, man. But that's it, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of the day and have a great week. Till then, peace.